First down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now he'll try to run with this. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back to Robinson now on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try to run with Robinson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A second down throw for Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Able to find Gray here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kicks. away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season.
Well,
everybody's getting
yards
antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run again here with Robinson.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Muscles him off. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now Samuel. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Washington offense back out there. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2nd down and 4. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Purdy now to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A big play here. 3rd and 2. Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick is indeed good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. All eyes on Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. He's to the 15. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the fourth. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Purdy to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Here's Purdy to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
To throw is Purdy. He's going to let it go again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. And fortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Washington, it'll be a 13th win on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest, eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a bigger. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all locked in. I got what the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big black door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the thumbs. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop African, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Come on.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. You talk about this Washington defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On the return is Lamb. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They begin the drive with Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
One play action. Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Washington. 58 yards. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Leonard Floyd. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Ritter. Throw left side, take it in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Ritter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, Ritter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. In motion is Dortch. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. But he's got no blocking in front of him. His guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Robinson on a give right side. Shoves him aside, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
to start it out. Robinson. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hand off now to Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Field's going to hurry his guys to the line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Fields on the move to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here at a low. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll run here with Robinson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Ritter down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ritter to throw it. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Ritter back to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On the draw, Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. Good move at the 30. And this is going to be a Commanders 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On the run, it's Robinson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now Ritter and the Falcons down 14-7. 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Ritter. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's second down. Ritter wants to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Finding Pittman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Now Ritter. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A final shot now for Ritter. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leads them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Commanders, they'll wind up picking up win number 14 on the year. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the monkey in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. He little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money. Who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a they all some. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did, tell me who the was stopping us. The options keep popping up. Cops trying to lock us up. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up, the block is out it and molten lava. Check your thermometers, these rats is synonymous. The climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick, like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve him. Tell me get him any
gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
LD.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Washington Commanders versus Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. you'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aiden Hutchinson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
To throw is Prescott. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Pollard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they'll let and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Oh, what a move. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now it's Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Max Crosby able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shapes, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking that pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe it gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are fine. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields and the Washington Commanders taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the 2nd round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from it. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. That's good for 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll throw again. Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Robinson with another carry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They run. Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Off play action. Fields steps away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. On the give, here's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Fields. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. DK Metcalf. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Still going. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean,
there he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Prescott to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a first down throw. Fields into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.